Hey, it's Extreme Fanboy here. I'm here with this lovely man right here. He's an artist. First time meeting him. He's actually co-founder and artist, creator, also story writer as well?
Writer, just a writer.
So just writer. So
yeah.
Forget I said that. All the extremeness went to my head. So you pretty much made this comic book, literally. Oh, just the writing.
Wrote it. Wrote the story.
Who drew it out?
We got an artist, Emiliano Correa.
Okay, we'll hang that up right here.
And he's out in Argentina. And we met him on Instagram.
Instagram?
Uh-huh.
Wow, so tell us about this comic book right here, exactly. What can you elaborate and explain? So what is this comic book about?
Yeah, so the basic premise is that animals are linking telepathically one species at a time. And nobody really knows why, but no one else can hear them, only our hero, Marcus.
Okay, Marcus, okay.
This is Marcus here.
So what, is he like a butcher turned good?
He's just the only guy that can hear them.
Also, is this a story behind it? It's a story? It's origin?
There's a little bit of the origin in there.
Take a picture of that. Okay, got that.
That's actually that's a file that the cats keep on him.
Oh.
So the cats have linked telepathically, the dogs have linked telepathically, and so kind of there's a dog and cat fight going back and forth.
Okay, well, that's probably separate stuff for another day, though.
Sure, no spoilers.
No spoilers. What you guys got? Well, you guys got the sneak peek of this gentleman, anyway. But are you here locally? Are you from Salinas?
Live in Salinas.
Born and raised?
No, born and raised in L.A.
L.A. Oh, I'm born and raised in Marina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we're currently residing in Salinas. But yeah, either way, though. So how long have you been living in Salinas? And also, when did you start making this when you're in Salinas? How long ago with this comic book? When did the process happen?
Yeah, so my wife and I have lived in Salinas for probably, I don't know, maybe like 4 years, probably, about 4 years. And the idea we got was probably like 2 summers ago. And we like to say that like our co-creatorship credit should also go to Pilsner, Lager, and IPA, because we really came up with the idea at beer gardens. We'd go, a nice summer, go drink some beers together and just talk about different ideas, and that's how we got the idea for Murder, was actually quite a bit of beer.
Oh, one thing for sure, the vegans are not going to like this.
Vegans will love this.
Why? Oh.
Because it really is kind of showing the inner thoughts of animals and kind of how complicated their emotions are, and how they feel pain, they feel love, they feel fear, and so being able to show their telepathic thoughts, we're able to show kind of like the inner life of the animals. Wow. So actually, probably most of our readers are vegan.
Okay, well, they're gonna hate it at first, but once they read it, they're gonna like it.
Yes.
But just off the cover. In this case, you literally cannot. You can't judge the comic book off the cover.
There you go.
Literally, in this case.
Absolutely.
So how long have you been doing this?
I think we probably started maybe a year ago, about a year. Okay. So it's been about a year that we started with the script, and we put this out in October. We want to put out issue 2 in January or February.
Okay.
We actually, a little sneak peek, this is the script to issue 2.
Okay, we'll show the front, not everything else.
There you go.
Take a picture of that. Wow.
Yeah. So Fonzie behind the camera actually got to read it this morning, and he liked it. And so my wife Brittany has gone through it and edited it a little bit.
Yes, I met her yesterday.
What's that?
Yeah, I met her yesterday.
Yeah, you met her yesterday. Yeah.
Okay, so she's the artist behind this?
No, she's an editor. And co-creator.
Editor and co-creator. But anyway, this is definitely like, your scheme, your child right here. You got something you guys made together?
Yeah.
Okay, how long you been an artist? When did you I guess like, how long you been drawing though? I guess we say more like in your when you were like, I guess more so like in your teenage years, like you're like in college. You started drawing in college?
Yeah, I didn't do the art for the comic book, but I did do like some thumbnails for Emiliano, some sketches.
Emiliano, who's that?
He's the artist.
Okay, so any thumbnails you can think of? Like he has a YouTube channel, this man, Emiliano's?
No, he's on Instagram.
Okay, what's his Instagram?
His Instagram is Emiliano Correa Comics.
Okay, I'll write it out, and I'll take a picture of this guy's Instagram. But
sure.
Let's go. Where's he from? Is he mostly from Salinas?
No, he's from Argentina.
Was he Argentinian?
Yeah, he's Argentinian.
Oh, sweet. How good is his English?
It's good. Yeah, it's great. I mean, the script that I send him is in English, and so so he's bilingual.
That's good. Spanish and English.
Yeah, so we message back and forth all the time, he's a great guy. He's a really nice guy.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's really good though. What's good? Have you thought about like maybe learning Spanish to give him some respect? You know, you thought about learning Spanish maybe? Help him out. Make it easier.
You know,
he speaks. It's that respect boundary. You know.
Right. Actually, my wife isn't fluent in Spanish, but she does speak Spanish, and so
she is. She's fluent.
She's not fluent, but she's pretty good. I mean, she can. She's just short of fluent, and so sometimes she'll tell me things.
Poquito español. Poquito español. That means little.
Poquito español.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm a little Spanish speaker myself, but anyway. So what was one of your inspirations? So what made you want to draw? Was it something natural, or just like was something natural, or something you saw that made you want to start doing it?
I always drew, even as a little kid.
Me too, but not as much. I did, but not as much. I was always an on-off drawer. But anyway, go on.
Yeah, I really drew a lot in class actually, and so when I should have been taking notes, I would be drawing, and then in high school I kind of got into music, and so I kind of fell off the drawing. But actually getting back into comic books, I have been drawing some, but I'm nowhere near Emiliano's skill level.
Okay, well, definitely show some artwork. Then again, as long as you love it, that's all that matters.
Yeah, absolutely.
So anyway, though, was there any person because we're here right now, definitely gotta. Sorry if you hear all that there's a panel going on right now. I wish I could film that panel with another camera, but unfortunately I can't. But I'll get to that another day, another time. But so hope you guys can hear me. If not, I'll try to cut out the background audio. But anyway, let's talk about Stan Lee.
Sure.
How did Stan Lee inspire you growing up?
Well, so, and we had spoke about this earlier.
Yeah. Make sure to say it to the camera.
Yeah, my first comic book that I ever read was Black Panther, and definitely the biggest influence as far as like comic books was X-Men. I loved the X-Men growing up. I loved the X-Men animated series, and so those are both characters and teams that Stan Lee came up with, and I don't know if I would have been into comic books like I am now without those characters.
Well, that's good because X-Men. I don't know what age or year you're from, but I'm a '90s kid and I grew up on the X-Men. That was my first. The cartoon got me into nerdism, 100%.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And like you said, just like me, my very first comic book. Not my very first, about 3 comic books, but one of them was actually Black Panther. This was actually more of the Soul Power Black Panther comic book, which that was my first comic book I actually read and bought, then X-Men, all that stuff, so that's why I got into it. But so anyway, so Stan Lee definitely inspired you in some kind of way.
Absolutely.
Also, even when you felt like an outcast, you definitely said like he really helped you go through a lot of stuff, you say really helped you in your childhood growing up. He literally pushed you through a lot of stuff, would you say? A lot of negative stuff, would you say, with his artwork and his characters?
Yeah, well, definitely the characters. The X-Men are the perfect example of outcasts.
Come to the camera.
And so I really grew up. And you felt like you had a character in one or all of the X-Men to like really relate to. So, I love the X-Men. I still love the X-Men.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, one thing I want to say, though, at the end of this, we got to say Excelsior, rest in peace, Stan Lee, or you can say rest in peace, Stan Lee, Excelsior, but we'll get to that later, though. But because we got to honor the man. Plus, there's actually an art donation. We might donate art.
Okay.
So maybe, so if you guys are here, well, it's kind of last minute, but, definitely donate art any way you can, do a tribute, because without Stan Lee, there would be no this. I wouldn't be here. And just all this stuff just would not be. Can you do a quick roundabout real quick? Do a quick roundabout. Especially at that card section, the cards behind you. So this would not be because of him.
Sure.
Because I don't know, did he actually invent Comic-Con or was he one of the brains behind it? When
that I don't know.
Well, I don't know for sure though. That's something I'm gonna have to uncover and talk to you about, you guys. But I do know. One thing we got to talk about, Kamikaze-Con. What do you know about that?
Comic-Con.
Kamikaze-Con in New York City, which is a smaller convention inside the New York Comic-Con.
Oh, I've not heard of it.
Well, so now I got to educate you guys. So, in this guys, we'll keep back a little bit. Make sure you get both of us. Okay. No, make sure you get both of us at the same time.
I am.
Okay. New York Comic Con. Hey guys. New York Comic Con interview right now. New York Comic Con has another convention called Kamikaze Con. And New York Comic Con. No, this is the Comic Con before the Comic Con. Kamikaze Con, do not get confused. It's not an anime convention. It's a Japanese word, Kamikaze Con. Word for suicide. It's not a word for suicide, like the Japanese word the soldiers use, but Stan Lee and Elvira, you know of her. Elvira, Mr. Dark. Elvira and Stan Lee actually run this convention together called the Kamikaze Con. It has like a giant octopus on it. And now he's passed away, so what's going to happen now? Elvira's going to be on her own without Stan Lee. So it's going to be a different story, but I'm not saying she can't do it on her own. She's a grown woman, especially nowadays how things are, but that thing about Stan Lee, he definitely wanted everyone to succeed and be on seed in their own way and be different. That's one thing he definitely wanted for all of us, to be human. Spider-Man was a great creation. By the way, I just saw the Spider-Man movie just 2 days ago.
I haven't seen it yet.
Spider-Verse, you gotta go see it.
I heard.
It's definitely a big Stan Lee tribute towards the end of the credit. And no, not that he needs it. If they did, probably, well, not that he needs it though. If they were doing hypothetically, it'd probably be a big donation to him. But he sold everything to Disney right now. Thank God Disney not screw up the Marvel Universe. Thank God for that though. Anyway, since we're here, we should talk. Maybe we should talk about this sooner. No offense to Stan Lee, but let's talk about a little about this comic book. So let's talk about Temple Grandin. What you know about her?
I know that she's a big autism advocate, and she did work with animal agriculture to, smooth the process of.
This is during the '60s.
During the '60s.
During the '60s. During the '60s, autism was simply not saying that's a very good thing. Basically, it was the dark days for mental illness. Everyone was seen as either a crazy person or a murderer. You either got locked up in a mental institution, or you had to stay home, bed rest in your parents' house or grandparents' house. That's it.
Sure.
That's what it was back in those days. But thanks to her, she really showed that autism is a good thing. Because of her autism, people with autism, I have autism as well. If anyone else has autism, who's around me, who wants to say they have autism, let me know, or in the comments below, let me know. But it's actually a smart disability. One thing on autism, we actually care about animals a lot. And that's probably like one of the reasons I love this book. I thought it took for granted because what she did, she actually helped find a better way to actually slaughter animals. Or I don't want to say slaughter, but actually help find a way to actually take care of animals, actually kill them the proper way. She actually made a thing called the crush. It's actually this giant wall line. This line where the cows go straight through it. Would actually calm them down when they're switched shoulder to shoulder. That's how it works. Demonstration real quick?
Sure.
It's like they would first run and brush up against each other. That really calmed them down a lot. And think about that though, she noticed every little detail when she saw the cows walk around in a circle. She drew everything. So now she's the head animal science expert in America.
Yeah, and like I was saying earlier, I'm also autistic.
Oh, see the camera?
I'm also autistic, and actually have the same form of autism that Temple Grandin has.
Level 3.
Asperger's.
Yeah, there's 3 types. There's 3 levels. 1, 2, and 3.
Right.
3 is the highest level of autism. That's what she has. But if with autism, if you watch the TED Talk episode, I'll try leaving the link description below, or at least maybe I'll try to do something. But look in the link first, and definitely, or just type in TED Talk Temple Grandin, TED. XD is optional. Or XD is optional. Anyway, she said these people with autism, it's a shame they end up in Silicon Valley. Because they're underrated. People don't realize they're not stupid. They're not different. They're not terrible. They're not that they can't learn. They just learn differently. A lot of people with autism, most of them are visual learners. I'm a big visual learner myself. I learn by what I see. So she's making a good point. And now with her, I think autism is going to fly in the direction it should and need to fly to. And would you say that's definitely the reason you actually start drawing animals? Because autism, we actually care a lot about animals. Would you say you felt the connection to actually make this?
Absolutely, and I think having Asperger's, I've always had a really intense connection with animals.
Emotional.
Growing up, very emotional connection, and so I think that had I not been autistic, I don't think I would have had the same. I don't think I would have had the same insights into animals and their emotional states. That's helped me write Murder, kind of get into the head of the animals that are in the comic book. And actually, it's funny. I think it's a lot harder for me to write dialogue for the humans than it is to write dialogue for the animals. I think that animals come way more naturally to me than the human.
It's just an easy thing.
It's easier. It's just more natural. It makes more sense to me.
Show proof right there. Personal disability doesn't mean you can't flourish. Now, since we're here, 2 things. What if to say to Temple Grandin if she was Temple Grandin? What if to say to her if she was watching this right now? If she might, you never know. But what if to say to Temple Grandin right now if she was watching this?
You know, I think she's done great things. I think she's done great things for, you know, helping people perceive autism differently, you know, than we probably, you know, were perceived before.
Yeah, Temple, granted, you've helped us, and so hopefully they'll get to see you. Since you're an artist, maybe they'll see you at the convention. Maybe you never know.
Sure.
You never know. That's all. That's one of the few things that nothing to do with comic books. I don't mind because all the other conventions have sold out, in my opinion, in a bad way. Like Evil, Sell Your Soul the Money way, because they're having less and less comic book things there. Just having celebrities who don't even care about the con. In the San Diego one, at least.
Sure.
Now Stan Lee passing away. Now it's going to be even harder to actually maintain the comic books.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see though. But one thing we'll say as well. I wanted to showcase this. I'll talk about this. That bracelet, that ribbon first. Oh yeah, it's upside down a little bit. It's actually upside down. Oh, that's English. That's yeah. So this is a ribbon. This is the mental health awareness ribbon. This is for people, anyone. Back up a little bit. Let's make some golfers. This is for mental health awareness. This is actually for anyone and everyone who is going through mental illness, PTSD, anxiety, stress, anger. But it impacts everyone. But it's really more impactful for us. I didn't find about this until this program I was in. Of course, a lot of mentally ill people, or as one of my program directors says, my new program director currently says, we're mentally able, or so some people say we're not mentally able. Okay, we're not mentally handicapped. We're not handicapped, we're only handicapped.
Sure.
Yeah, no. So definitely. One last thing we gotta say is, no. What do you want to say to Stan Lee? Do you want to say Excelsior?
I think Excelsior, rest in peace.
Let's see the camera.
You want to count down?
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Excelsior, rest in peace, Stan Lee.
Hey everyone, Stream Fanboy. I'm late uploading the Salinas Valley Comic Con videos. It's now 2019, but I just had some technical difficulties and just a lot of slow things happening. Some things were slow. That's it. Either way, it happened on the days, and today's the 2nd. Tomorrow will be the 3rd, and I'll upload everything. First and second day. Enjoy them. At least you know they're late, but still, it's gonna be on time. Bye.